Hi everyone. So we have come to the week 16, and today we are going to start with chapter 5. Okay, so let's start quickly. Arjuna uvacha sannyasam karmanam krishna punaryogam cha samshashi yashreya etayorekam tanme bruhi sunishchitam. Next shloka. संन्यासकर्मयोगश्च निःश्रेयसकरावुभौ तयोस्तु कर्मसन्न्यासात् कर्मयोगो विशिष्यते. नेक्स्ट श्लोक. ज्ञेयस नित्यसन्न्यासी यो न द्वेष्टि न काङ्क्षति निर्द्वन्द्वो हि महाबाहो सुखं बन्धात् प्रमुच्यते. नेक्स्ट श्लोक. सांख्ययोगौ पृथक् बाला प्रवदन्ति न पंडितः एकमप्यास्थितसमयगुभयोर्विन्दते फलम्. नेक्स्ट श्लोक. यत्साङ्ख्ये प्राप्यते स्थानं तद्योगैरपि गम्यते एकं सांख्यं च योगं च यः पश्यति स पश्यति. So now let's quickly talk about the meaning, right? So chapter 5th is basically we learned in the chapter 4, right? Krishna was all talking about renunciation, right? And then he says what is action and what is non-action and all of those things. Now, uh, now, now, Krishna Arjuna got confused, right? He said, "Hey, first you told me renounce everything. Then you said knowledge is best. Then you said action is best, and now you are saying yoga is best, right?" So tell me one thing which is kind of what needs to be done, right? I'm getting little confused. Okay. Then Krishna says, right, renunciation or the path of yoga as well as the action both are good, right? And but yoga is better. So that's what he said. Okay. Now after that, right, basically when he talk about yoga, right, yoga is not quitting anything, it's not renunciation, but it is giving your 100%, right? And when you can give 100%, right, when you're not attached to the outcomes, so you don't have certain cravings and hatred towards anything, right, that is when you give 100%, right? So that's what he said, right? A karm yogi is one who neither desires anything, neither hates anything, right? That's important. Okay. So then basically, right, only then Krishna says, right, both are not different, right? Renunciation and action both are not different, right? Only a non-intelligent person thinks that both are different, but in reality it is not so. Okay, and then he will try to explain of why he's saying that way. Okay. So he says, right, Krishna says, whenever you work with complete devotion, right, it is more or less like your renunciation, the outcome. Okay. That's what he said when he said, okay, do action, right, without expecting anything, right, and that is when you kind of into a state which is kind of a renunciation state completely. Okay. So let's go to the next shloka. Okay, right. Sanyastu mahabaho dukhamaप्तुम yogatah yoga yukto munir brahma nachirenadhigacchati. Next shloka. योग युक्तो विशुद्धात्मा विजितात्मा जितेन्द्रियः सर्वभूतात्मभूतात्मा कुर्वन्नपि न लिप्यते. Next shloka. नैव किंचित करोमीति युक्तो मन्येत तत्त्ववित् पश्यन् शृण्वन् स्पर्शन् जिघ्रन् नश्नन् गच्छन् स्वपन् श्वसन्. नेक्स्ट श्लोका. फल फलपन् विसृजन् गृह्णन् नुन्मिषन्नपि इन्द्रियाणि इन्द्रियार्थेषु वर्तन्त इति धारयम्. नेक्स्ट श्लोका. ब्रह्मण्याधाय कर्माणि संगम त्यक्त्वा करोति य लिप्यते न स पापेन पद्मपत्रमिवाम्भसा. तो let's talk about, right, what he's trying to say, right. I mean, perfect renunciation will not come until you're 100%, right. That's what he said. That is very important, right. Once you do your work with complete devotion, then only the renunciation can come. Okay. And people who could purify his intellect, mind and sense, right. I mean, who perform these actions without getting entangled, right. Whenever you're doing certain actions without any cravings, right, or any outcomes, desired result, then you purify your mind, your senses, intellect and everything. That is how the purification will come. Okay. So next then he talked about, right, I mean, start thinking, right, whenever you're doing something, you think that I am not the doer, right. It is difficult to do that, but just think that part of you which is not involved in any action, right. Part of you is always involved, right. I mean, you can see through eyes, hearing and all of those things. You move, you sleep, you speak, right, you create and all of those things, right. But there is a path which is there is a part, right, which is not indulge into all of these actions, right. Also, people who dedicate all their actions, right, to the god, right, then also will be no attachment, right, and they are not attached to either the good or the bad which is coming out of that karma. Okay. So let's move to the next shloka. कायेन मनसा बुद्ध्या कैवलैरिन्द्रियैरपि योगिनः कर्म कुर्वन्ति संगम त्यक्त्वात्मशुद्धये. नेक्स्ट श्लोक. युक्तकर्मफलं त्यक्त्वा शान्तिमाप्नोति नैष्ठिकीम् अयुक्तकामकारेण फले सक्तो निबध्यते. नेक्स्ट श्लोक. सर्वकर्माणि मनसा सन्न्यस्यास्ते सुखं वशी नवद्वारे पुरे देहि नैव कुर्वन्न कारयन्. नेक्स्ट श्लोक. न कर्तृत्वं न कर्माणि लोकस्य सृजति प्रभुः न कर्मफलसंयोगं स्वभावस्तु प्रवर्तते. ठीक है. So let's quickly talk about little bit of meaning, right. So when you give up attachment, right, and perform all your actions, and that's what we talked about, right, we'll get purified our senses, mind, body and intellect, right. Also offering the results, right, of your activities to the god, right, then you attain that peace, right. But people who are impelled by the desires, right, work with the self motives, become entangled, right, because they are attached to the fruits of the actions, right. So one more thing, right, I mean, when you think that you're not a doer, right, only when you can have this thought. You cannot have that thought until you are connected to that some external being, right. that universal energy, or whatever you want to call it, right? Until you're connected to him, you will always understand. You will not be able to understand what is difference between you doing and what the energy is making you to do, right? And you will not be able to detach also. Okay. um, Now, now people, right, there are two, I mean, there are different kind of actions we talked about in the previous chapter, right? Chapter 4. Now, some of the, but having said that, right, I mean, we understand that renunciation is best and all of those things, and then you say, but action itself is the best, right? Because you do action based on your nature, right? I mean, let's say, right, I mean, somebody hits you, what will you do? It's all in your nature, right? You can have couple of options, right? You can think, okay, maybe it has been hurt unintentionally. Maybe you think, no, that person has done me intentionally. I mean, it's all depends, right? Because how your nature, and then you react on basis of that, right? What is your nature? You might at least shout, right? I mean, or you might be just silent and just take it. Hey, it might have happened, right? That's what. So anyway, we have covered the first 14 shlokas from chapter 5. We'll cover more in the next week. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.